All right. Hello. Welcome back. So, good gracious, I did not realize how difficult it would be to actually record daily. And so, I mean, with that being said, so over the weekend, we celebrated some birthdays. And then on top of that, during the birthday, as we were giving my daughter an early birthday present, 19, she turned around and gave us an early birthday present and told us that we will be grandparents. So, I mean, this weekend has been slam packed with just some fun stuff. Um, but I'm coming back to the charts. I'm still working on marking up everything from last week to see how uh, the daily candles closed, predicting the next candle to go roughly in the same direction, testing this proof of concept using the 30-minute time frame to see if there was a viable entry given my entry criteria, and going from there, going for a 1 to 3, and then checking out that. I've worked with Odd USD today, and I got a little bit in there, but I haven't fully finished it. But I did want to just briefly get on and just encourage anybody who is out there trying this out, testing this out, seeing if this is a journey for them, that realize it is a journey. You're going to have to go through this process of of sticking with it, of having discipline, of learning about yourself. There's a lot of self-evaluation that's going to come from this that you probably don't realize until you get into it. Generally, it's not the strategy, it's not the markets, it's not anything like that. It usually comes down to yourself and whether or not you have mastered yourself. And so um, I'm in this process. I'm currently still working to master myself. There's many areas of my life I feel like I have mastered myself. Trading is not necessarily one of them. So I'm using this platform as a way to keep myself accountable, to help with discipline and things of that nature. So, as I said, this is a concept that I actively trade now, and the I work on the lower time frame, usually about the 4 hour, 5 minute time frames are the two time frames that I work with. But the daily 30-minute help me be able to take a step back, relax, and actually get thoughts out before coming to record anything. I did want to share that I took a USDCAD trade today, given the 4 hour, doing a 4 hour lower time frame, expecting the previous candle to close. So looking at this 4 hour candle here, closed during the London session, closed at 9 o'clock in the morning my time. At this point in time, I marked up like I normally do. You've seen me doing the other sessions in regards to this proof of concept. And then I dropped down to the 5 minute time frame. Once I'm down here in the 5 minute time frame, the 50% area is about where I'm looking at. I look at structure down here and see what makes sense for that 50%. And it is, like I said, trying to master yourself. It's the discipline and the patience to mark up a chart and then wait and be okay with not taking a trade or a trade not playing out because it's going to happen. And so here is an instance where I marked up my chart. I put in my zone, my level that I was looking for and waiting for. And during the process, price had already closed here and then started doing its thing, creating these double wicks here that I thought, okay, perhaps this is the wick on the 4 hour time frame, and now it's going to go down here, continue in the same direction as the previous candle. So I got in there. This is part of that patience discipline thing. I understood that I would have a much bigger stop loss because I'd have to still keep my stop loss above this area, because I was intentionally, or I was previously expecting price to get back to this area. So I don't want to get stopped out early because of my impatience, my you could say FOMO is part of that. If it's going to go from here, then obviously I'd be missing that trade. So FOMO could be a part of that. But so I kept my stop loss in a safe place, and it price continued down just a little bit. I got a little bit excited looking at everything, and then all of a sudden price came back. Now, had I waited to wait for the area that I was looking at, this would have been the area I was looking at, and I would have waited till somewhere after this candle here as a rejection area, and I would already have hit my 1-to-1 at this point in time. Right now, I do not believe I've hit 1-to-1. I currently do not have. It's a 1-to-2 for my management style here. I go for a 1-to-3, but I go for a 1-to-2 when I go to break even. I want price to be able to move a bit away before I decide to move stops to give the market some breathing room. So this is a trade that you get to see. My impatience, my FOMO kicked in, got me into the trade a little bit too early. And I mean, but it is what it is. Like I said, this is, it's a mastering yourself is a process. It's a continuation process that's always going to happen as you continue to go and grow through this process, through this journey. And so if you are one that is struggling with something like that, understand everybody struggles with it. Some of us just deal with it differently. Others have much better management styles on what to do in regards to a discipline to walk away, to have a different accountability partner that'll hold them to sticking to their trading plan. I have not shared this with my accountability partner yet. He knows I'm in this trade, but I haven't shared the breakdown yet. And so I'm curious to see how this one's going to play out. I mean, if it wins, it wins. If it doesn't, it doesn't. My analysis, I feel, was accurate. And given how everything has played out, I'm happy with it. I'm not happy with the early entry. I would have much rather preferred to have been at the area that I was expecting price to get to. So, other than that, like, there are a few other things I've still got to mark up with. I still got to go through the last week and see how everything played out. Like I said, I think I've started with odd USD on the 30-minute time frame. I went back through and marked up each day's zone that I was looking at. And I think so this is where I'm starting. And as we've gone through the sessions, I've thrown out different ideas on particular zones and everything like that. And I keep falling back to the 50%, even though these other zones might play out. The 50% just seems to be a place for me to look at, and it doesn't cause too much anticipation. If price gets down to the 382, then you got to be watching price there. But I'm really expecting it to get down to the 50%. So why not wait till it gets down to 50%? And then there's a 618. But I mean, you're so close to 50% at that point in time that all you got to do is just monitor price in and around this area. And if you see a flip of momentum of the way price is going, then you're still clear. So looking towards just refining and simplifying, and then sticking to that to continue testing this, and then seeing how the results play out. And like I said, I'm using this to stay accountable. So as I continue taking trades and showing trades that I would have taken based upon certain criteria, any one of you could hop on and call me out on trades that I would not have taken that I said I would, or trades that I would have taken that I said I wouldn't, and then they lost, they won, whatever the results are. If you see that I am not staying true to what I am saying, then that's what this is for. And so I have a great accountability partner. We call each other out on particular trades, not sticking to our trading plan and things of that nature. But I thought I'd open it up once again to help increase my discipline, increase my faith in the process, and hopefully be able to share with others out there that yes, it's a long process. Nowhere should anybody believe that you can do this overnight, or it takes a week or a month or 6 months. It's a process. Every bit of it's a process. And so enjoy the process, stick with it, and continue going. So like I said, if you're on this journey, I want to thank you for watching. And I really do hope that you find favor in this journey, and then all the rest of your endeavors. So I just want to wish you guys a good trading week, a good practice week, a good demo week, however, whichever step in the journey you are. And I ask that you just be well and God bless.